things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Commodores will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Polly.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Now 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's King. Throwing right. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
But when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball.
Going deep. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups, because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Alexander. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Fires to the right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you, as a quarterback, it's going to be hard throwing the ball over the middle of the field against this defense, because these D linemen are huge, and they've got long arms. That was like trying to throw over a 10-foot tall person. Nearly impossible.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Off the play fake on first down. It's complete on the right side. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got it in the middle at Skinner. Touchdown, Commodores! What a grab and go for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
You're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Got a man. It's Singleton. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. With the catch, it's Singleton. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defense bends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Back to throw, it's Pavia. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. It's caught downfield. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Vandy. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Lane. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quick strike complete. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Offense gets set for second down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Defense in press coverage. Grab behind the line. It's Stowers. The Commodores get it past the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. Across the 25. He's got room. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Getting some heat. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry up.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They're going to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Lane. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
On the move is the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
They'll give it to the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play. Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to pass, it's Pavia. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Doors!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Snags it over the middle. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to...
And he breaks into the open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They're bringing heat. This time it's complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to move them on the counter. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's King. Grabs it in the middle. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
We got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a win.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
This time on target. Oh, look out, there he goes. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Got the quick pass. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. There to stop him after a pickup of 3, it's down to the 15. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated out front at the point of attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to buy time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The give to the single back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Commodores trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the ground. And tackled there by the defense. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Go straight ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot.
He's going to let it go. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. To the air on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Pavia. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He caught it! Touchdown, Vandy! And the stomping has commenced.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. He's looking to throw. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
The give. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And the beatdown has ensued.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field, score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The Yellow Jackets in the hurry up.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Singleton. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. All wideouts, no backs. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Shoots it to the left. And it's another interception as his assault. East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UConn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcats offense takes the field. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. To the air, it's Sorsby. Coming after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. The Huskies offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
The give to the back. Smashes through.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Touch pass on the run. Smashes through the tackle. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This UConn offense really has it going. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Back to the air one more time. Finds a tight end.
That's a great play call there, guys. I love it. Listen, they didn't get the 1st down, but this QB sneak on the very next play is going to get it, and this drive's going to keep going.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. He's got enough. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Bearcats will hustle to the line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Bearcats are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They've held this ball forever, driven it deep, now facing a 3rd and goal. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Pocket starts to collapse. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. On the move, it's Edwards. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give on the inside. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Open space at the 25. Smashes ahead. Open runway ahead. The 20. The 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a 1st play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they got...
Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We're expecting a full house this afternoon. We've got an anticipated clash here, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Gators will kick this deep to begin the game. Bringing it out, it's Branch. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. Still going, it's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house, touchdown.
I mean, Chris, we're just getting our headsets on here. We've already got a touchdown in this game. Great blocking up front, but really just the instincts and the speed by the return man to take that all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Turn starts inside the 15. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. So Florida's offense is up first today. This wide receiver, Kirk, is so dynamic. He puts a lot of pressure on the corners, and frankly, the safeties are going to have to get involved in coverage today, right?
Yeah, the free safety's going to be tempted here to make plays, but this quarterback has a favorite target. He comes up with most of the 50-50 balls. Expect to see plenty of double coverage and help from this free safety today.
First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Now it's second down here. He's going to hand this off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
With the return, it's Branch. But he's got some space here. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop him. So USC's offense out there for their first possession. And here we go, Kirk, this matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. Two extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. You better get your popcorn ready.
Tackle, but first down.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has at running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
And the Trojans will have 1st and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground here. And the stop made just short of the goal line. They'll put it at the 2. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern California. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Not a long kickoff, fielded just inside the 25. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Offense will keep it on the ground here. That one moves the ball across the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Caught quickly. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Handoff to the single back. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound.
They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
Oh, really nice by the big fella there, defensive tackle. He never bought into that play-action fake and went right in for the quarterback and brought him down.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? That's a bullet pass to the left side. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. He was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Automatic on the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Bringing pressure. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. 2nd and long from the 14. To throw, it's Lagway. Running out of... And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. Touchdown, USC. A fumble return for 6. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up and score myself.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. Breaking tackles. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable Now we'll see if they can...
And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And the Gators bring their punt team onto the field. Bringing it back, it's Branch. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. A special teams touchdown. Potential momentum-changing play in this game.
But that was just a thing of beauty to watch this return. The Gunners were flying down. He's able to avoid them, picks up a couple blocks, and then you could see him gaining momentum and confidence as he was getting downfield, eventually all the way to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's got it inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. The pass rush closing in. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
The Gators will send the punt team onto the field. Running it back, it's Branch. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Can they catch him? Touchdown, SC. He will score. An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he fields it inside the 15. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th, but they can't convert this 3rd down. And they'll run it with the draw play. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. The Gators will have to kick it away. Already punted 5 times now today. On the return, it's Branch. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Coverage team gets him down, and that'll do it for the first period. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And as we reach the end of 1, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He's running out of time here. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quick throw to the left. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. And the Trojans will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And the Trojans will have to punt this one away. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And the punt down at the 35. And the Gators offense retakes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Pressure is coming. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. This is punt number 6. Get the ice bath ready for the punter. With the return, it's Branch. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the coverage team finally gets him, but a great return. You can see the elusive speed from the return man. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Southern California. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Play action here on first down. Defense is coming after him. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his...
Oh, and this is going to wind up as a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play with his defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. That should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Bringing it back, it's Branch. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly to the wide out. He pulls in the catch. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
He's got a receiver wide open here. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a first and goal. Very efficient so far. He'll hand it off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Turn starts inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. On first down, it's play action. The pocket breaking down. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Rolled down after a solid pickup, but it wasn't enough to convert for the first down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Branch. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Pass complete. It's second down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And the Trojans will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Hudson. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. Let's go! Let's go! Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, USC. Now the all-important extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Gators offense retakes the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. He's escaping the pocket now. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Gators will have to kick this away. On the return, it's Branch. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's going to finally head out of bounds, but talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, SC.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And the Trojans.
Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the Central Michigan Chippewas taking on the Buffalo Bulls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bulls will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Chippewas offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the draw. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Chippewas want to pick up the tempo. Running it to the right. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Chippewas getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They want to just keep throwing it. Trying to get to it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Buffalo's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He's right on target.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking downfield, it's Agbana. Got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He's got his man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And guys with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. And the Bulls have this offense rolling. He'll come out throwing on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. It's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've come to the end of the quarter, guys, and Central Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Back to throw, it's Agbana. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up fourth.
They're trying to get to it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. They'll try to power their way ahead. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Chippewas will have it first and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Chippewas are in the hurry-up.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. He gets a hand on it. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch. Lofts one high and deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Agbana. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Dances away from the heat. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Buys a little time. Wide open downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the tight end. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Keeps it going. Feeling some heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. To the air, it's Labus. Fires to the big fella. At the 45, on its way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 15, here comes the return. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Chippewas will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Using his legs to buy some time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bulls decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Didn't exactly flip the field, but they'll down it just outside the 40. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through progression.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He'll just keep slinging it. He's got him this time. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Chippewas have their offense in high gear. Running back searching for a hole. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the air. It's Labus. He's got it. Touchdown, Chippewas. And that one will give them the lead. They'll line up to go for 2. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires left. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Floating away. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up four.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've come to the end of the quarter, guys, and Central Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Well, that's pretty convenient for this defense with a run blitz turning into a sack blitz.
Just how you drew it up. What are you talking about? It's a blitz, right? I just got to make the play and make it happen. I'll tell you what, could have been a big play in the back end, but got to protect the quarterback, got to keep him upright. I like the aggressiveness, but now, fourth down, let's see how aggressive you want to be.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. At the 35, he's open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Catch in the middle, it's McMillan. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He makes the connection and wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Bulls.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push an envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to...
Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Central Michigan. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Comes out throwing on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Quickly to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Agbana. Now sliding to his left. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Keeps it on the bootleg. He lets one fly deep. Another incompletion on third down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed as if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Bulls want to move quickly. On second down, he'll let it fly. He'll take a shot. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Dropping back, it's Agbana. And he can't get it away. The sack, keeping this offense from taking the lead. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. And there were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis. Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the Vols run through the tee, they are in for a show. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You've got a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Vols will put toe to leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the Texas Longhorns offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Makes the catch. It's Golden. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Fires to the middle. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Inside the 25, giving him his pads. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Bounced off his feet.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they... And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Wide out in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Golden. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Got his man quickly. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-starting. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Blue.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Makes his connection. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Matthews.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
It's caught. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Catch in the middle. It's Thornton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Thornton. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We're through 1 period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. To throw, it's Iamaleava. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Ball in the air, intercepted.